Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me, I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Madden adjuster, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And we have a very special guest tonight. He's a five-time Pro Bowler out of Arkansas Pine Bluff from Belleville, Illinois, and he still holds the record for the fastest offensive lineman for a 40-yard dash time in the combine history at 4.71. Here he is, Terron Armstead. Terron, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Unc. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, bro. Thanks for joining.
We ain't finna just skip over that, Unc.
Yeah. Slow it down,
Let's
Ocho.
get through the Ocho. Let's get through the reading. We'll get to this.
We got to get to the.
Please make sure you hit that
go
subscribe
ahead.
button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support and your continued support, because without you, none of this is possible. So Ocho and I and everybody at Nightcap greatly appreciate your support and hopefully your continued support. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. And now, if you can't find it in a city or state near you, best believe over the next 5-6 months, we are coming to a city or state near you. But in the meantime, if you can't find it, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go check out my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Yes, Ocho, in the 2013 Combine, Terron recorded the fastest 40 for an offensive lineman in Combine history, a record that still stands to this day.
That's all.
It was close. Lane Johnson ran 4.72, but Terron's record of 4.71 is close. And if I'm not mistaken, they're the only two offensive linemen that's running the 4.7s. There have been a couple of run low 4.8s, but no other lineman other than Terron at 4.71, Lane Johnson at 4.72 have been in the offensive linemen have been in the 4.7s. So as of yet, so now we're 13 years and counting, 2013 to 2015. And Terron still holds that record. Terron, look, you're coming out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, and it's not like it used to be. There used to be a plethora of guys coming out of HBCUs. And so that would have been nothing. But here it is now. We're in the 2010s, and we get an offensive lineman. You're a three-time SWAC, all-conference player, and you go to the Combine. What were your expectations? Did you know you had this kind of ability in you?
Yeah, for sure. I knew I had the talent and the speed and agility to showcase. I just had to get to the showcase. So it was really huge for me to get that Combine invite. That was monumental for me, trying to get more exposure, get more eyes to my tape. So I knew that I was going for the record for sure. Like before we got to Indy, I was going for the record.
Okay.
I wanted to run faster, honestly, than that. But I'll take the 4.7.
Hey,
6'4", 305. That's moving now.
Listen, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. I was getting ready to ask you how tall you were and how much you weighed to be able to run that fast. Listen, I ain't run number 4.5, so technically, well, you right there with me.
I'm right there on your neck.
Yeah.
No, I was 6'5", 306, I believe, 304 at the Combine.
Wow. So you knew. So what was, if I'm not, I don't know what the record was. What was the record? What was the fastest 40 time for an offensive lineman before you broke it?
It was 4.84.
4.84. Wow, you didn't break it. You obliterated it.
I needed it. I needed all that. I needed that my moment. I was on NFLnetwork.com, NFL.com for like 2 hours. I needed all of it. So the scouts can go watch my film.
Okay, so now you go run that 40-yard dash time. You run 4.71. And that's really they want you to jump high. Yeah, they want you to do too. But speed is what captivates their attention. Now, you're an offensive lineman. You're never going to be able to unwind that 4.71 again. But you just wanted to put that on tape and let them see, look, you got a phenomenal athlete. Yes, I went to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah, I know you're going to downgrade me, talking about who did I block and who did I play against. But I'm going to come and showcase my skills and let you see, and then the chips fall where they may. So when you ran that time, did you know, like, okay, I got their undivided attention. I'm about to get drafted.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. We have special talents down in these HBCUs all across the country. We do. So I just needed the opportunity to showcase my skill. I knew what time it was. I was going for the vertical record, too. I missed that by half an inch. So, like, I knew that I was going to be able to make that splash. And like I say, again, I needed it. I really needed that chance to get all the scouts just to watch my film. I wasn't asking for no favors, but just check out the film and see the dominance.
Yeah. Now, also, when I look at the offensive line position, as fast as you were, as far as running the 40, did you have an advantage as far as your footwork goes when it came to playing offensive line as well? Because most of the time, obviously, playing offensive line is all about your hand placement and your footwork.
Yeah,
And always being balanced.
for sure.
Sure. Did that give you the advantage?
Yeah, no, my athleticism, my agility, those were my strengths when I played throughout my 12-year career. Because I'm
Right.
6'5", 304, not the
Yeah.
biggest tackle, not necessarily the strongest either, but I'm on your ass as soon as the ball snap. You know what I mean? A lot of jump sets. I had to use that in my game. So finding ways to play to my strength, and I was using my speed.
Were you always an offensive lineman? Because I mean, with that kind of fast twitch, you might have been a tight end at some point in time in your career. Were you always an offensive lineman?
Well, back in my hometown, Cahokia, Illinois, we're known for speed. That's what we do. We run. So I was a defensive lineman and offensive lineman, but I
Okay.
would go play 7-on-7 with the guys, corner, safety, receiver,
Yeah.
whatever.
Damn.
Really was like that. Really was
Yeah.
like that. I can't do that shit no more, but I really was like that. I can't move like that no more, Ocho.
Well, look, you mentioned, you say, so you what, 34 right now, or 35?
33.
33. Terron, you walk away from the game. You're only 33. Linemen normally play there in 36, 37, 38. We saw Jackie Slater play 20 years.
Yeah.
And he retired at 40 plus. And we see linemen, especially, I don't know your injury history. That's where I'm going with this.
Right.
Why walk away from the game and all that cheddar out there? You see that money.
Facts. No, it is. It's a lot of freshly printed money out there for sure.
Yeah,
but
it is. Yes, indeed.
I got man, God bless me with so many great moments and great years and a great career. My injury history is extensive. It is.
Yes.
It is long, and I've been through it. And that's really the part for me is my body. I love this game. I mentally, cerebrally, I can play the game forever. But it's just physically, and I'm okay with saying that my body is slowing down its movements and abilities that I just can't perform at the same level. And I take so much pride in my film.
Yeah,
That
man.
it has to look a certain way. Like every time I step on the field, it has to look Pro Bowl, All Pro. Like that's the brand I want it to leave. So
That's the
I
standard.
never want to look like I'm out there getting whooped on. That can't happen.
You know what? It takes a lot. It takes a lot of awareness, self-awareness at that for a player of your caliber or any player that's played in the NFL, that's played at a high level to understand when it's time to call it quits. Most of the time we'll ride the car till the wheels fall off, with no regard for, I don't look the same. At what moment did you realize that, I really don't have it to play at an all-pro or Pro Bowl level anymore? At what moment did it hit you?
Yeah, I've been dealing with a knee since my third year in the league, but it's been with me for my entire career. So, man, I'll speak on this year alone. I didn't see a practice field like at all, and not because I didn't want to or the Dolphins just wanted me to rest. It's like I literally couldn't walk. I couldn't after a game on Sunday. I wouldn't be able to walk on my own. Under my own power until Wednesday, Thursday. So I was only able to play under the pain meds. I couldn't put any pressure on my knee. So it was like, I can't keep doing that to myself, man. It comes that time.
33 and now you get to be 40 and all of a sudden you're like, man, what, my liver shutting down, my kidneys and all the other things from taking those pain medicine, because I've seen linemen have to take Vicodin just to practice. Right. I get the game. Yeah. I get the game. I really do, because hey, that's once a week. But the practice? Oh, hell
yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. And that was the norm for sure. I didn't want to fall in that cycle.
Right. But the thing is, as Ocho was saying, it takes a special, because to the lay person, they don't really see what you know. And the thing is that it's kind of hard to let go and not practice, because as an offensive lineman, sets are everything.
Facts.
Whether you're going to jump set, whether you lazy feet don't eat.
That's a fact.
And the thing is, you got to practice that during the course of a week. It's hard for an offensive lineman to just go out there on a Sunday, jump set, quick set, stab, whatever the case may be, and just go, and you going against the best of the best.
You said it. You said it. It's the reps. It's especially for offensive line play. We're
Yes, it's everything.
So based on technique and timing and all the hand placement, and not to mention the cohesiveness of everyone, because
Yes.
we're the only unit that never comes off the field outside of the quarterback. That's one person, but we're the only unit that never comes off the field. So that chemistry and timing, it just is really tough not getting those practice reps and then preparing mentally for Max Crosby and Myles Garrett. And that ain't cool. Like, that's not okay. I can't keep doing
dealing
that.
with TJ Watt.
Listen, I'm not about to keep doing that, man. With no practice, like, come on, man.
Because, like you said, you talk about your offensive Terron. You talk about you talk about your offensive lineman, and like, okay, they get somebody else in there to practice it, but you and that left guard, y'all need to be cohesive. You need to like be on the same level and pass it off, because if you're on different levels, guy go hit that crack, and now everybody like, man, that y'all hate your shit. But see, you might be a little slow, he might have been a little fast, and now all of a sudden you give up a sack when y'all should have had that situation covered. I look, and everybody doesn't do it the same, because I remember practicing with Gary Zimmerman, who's a two-decade, all-decade player in the 80s and the 90s. He went to the Hall of Fame, but he didn't like me to chip block. He didn't like the chip. He like Sharpie, don't touch him.
Yeah.
He said, "Cause if I jump set him and you hit him, you're gonna knock him inside, and now I can't get him, and everybody's gonna think I got beat. So don't touch him."
Facts. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. Especially if you have a big physical tight end like yourself. So like you hitting him too hard, he getting momentum. He getting like a jolt into the inside move. You know what? I got him. Just get out the way. Get open. Go get open.
Jonathan J.O. Now I played with J.O. Jonathan Ogden, who's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's like, hey, knock him out if you can.
For me, it depends on who it is, man. Who over there?
Exactly. But like you said, certain offensive linemen, they want some. I mean, hey, stick and stay, or some guys like don't touch him. But like you said, that practice, like for an offensive lineman, and seeing like I said, I worked with Zim for like 4 years, worked with J.O. for 2 years, and to see what they go through, because they're working on their sets. They kicking. Am I gonna stab him? Am I gonna quick set him? Am I gonna jump set him? What am I gonna do? And now in the game, man, I want to jump set, but that knee bother you. Now I can't. I can't do what I want to do. The mind say do that. That body say, brother, if you do that, you gonna hurt.
The body say you can't do that. No, you can't do it no more.
Hey, T, when it came to playing the left tackle position, I think about my approach to playing receiver when it came to DBs and studying each DB every week and understanding what type of DB I'm going against. You got some that are quick, some that are fast, some that are physical, some that play off or whatever it may be. What was your approach when it came to playing defensive ends each week? Was your approach different as far as from a technical standpoint? Did you change up things you did depending on who you were playing that week?
I've always said this, Ocho, that it's a lot of parallels to me, a lot of similarities between O-line, tackling DN, and receiver and corner.
Yes, sir.
Like that one-on-one matchup, it's a lot of dynamics there that's parallel to me. The technique that goes into it, tendencies, like you said, is he pressing? Or if I jab inside, what are you doing with his hands? Same thing. As I'm reading the defensive end, I'm looking at their alignment first. How wide is he getting? And then his get off. How well is he timing the snap? Then I want to see his home runs. What's his go-to move that he's consistently winning on? What's he's winning on the most? I break that down. That's the one I want to take away. I want to take that one away. And then, all right, what's his second highest percentage move? The counter. I'm taking those top two away.
Right.
Throughout my career, that was the goal, my objective of game planning. I want to take them top two winners away. Now, if you beat me with a third, you're a bad man, but you're gonna have to get that. But for me, I was taking those top two moves away.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've always liked to ask players that once they're done playing, who gave them the most fits? For me, everybody asks me all the time, listen, you played a very long time, you've gone against some, I've always, had to deal with the number one DB, and everyone asks, who gave you fits? And obviously, the one person I say every time,
Revis locked him up.
That 2009 Revis, listen, he locked everybody up. But
Revis had to be super strong.
He didn't ask you about nobody else but you. You see how you did that?
But he taught.
Listen,
we
dry
talking.
snitching ass.
You interrupt our conversation. Hey, but who gave you fits, or you just want to give them their flowers?
Yeah.
Doing a hell of a job?
Man, I had some battles. I had some of these guys I seen too many times. Like I didn't want to have these rivalries going on, but
Right.
you know that's how the schedule go. Um, I play Miles a ton. Miles is always one of
Yeah.
those. He's one of
Yeah.
those you make sure you eat breakfast. Like he's one of those for sure. But the guy that gave me the most fits, and I
Yeah.
probably seen him the most, and he is still underrated in my eyes. Robert
Right.
Quinn. Robert
Really?
Quinn,
Quinn.
man,
Oh, that
man,
first step
listen.
with Quinn.
He been in that edge.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn, he probably got the most sacks on me. Like out of everybody, he's the person that say I got two on T Stead. Like
Right.
he probably that one person that can say that.
Right. Okay.
That
Okay.
dude game, I don't even
Yeah.
want to see him post career. I don't want to see him no more. Ever. I'm cool. We can't be friends, nothing. I don't want to run into Robert Quinn.
That's
Because
dope.
it's really like a dance. Because like
It
you
is.
said, they getting to that wide nine,
Mhm.
and now, hey, you like, okay, I know he gonna come wide, but what if he drop and bull me? Okay,
Yeah.
now he gonna hit me, and then he spin inside. So I got all that going into. I got to look at him. Okay, what is he doing now? I'm kicking. I can only kick so far because the damn quarterback right there. Hell,
Yeah.
I keep kicking. I'm gonna be in this damn lap.
Yeah.
So I can only get probably like 2 kicks, T, and then I got to set, and I
Yeah.
got to take. I gotta be. I don't want him to get. I don't want him to bend the edge on me because these, like you said, Miles can bend.
Miles can
But I
bend.
also don't want him to wax on, wax off me across my face.
Mhm.
Nah, we trying to process all that, man, and they lining up in this wide nine, and these athletes are only getting bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
So it's tough to deal with. Like playing Micah Parsons for the first time.
Mhm.
It was Christmas Day. We in Miami, beautiful day. We smacked the Cowboys. That ain't part of the story. But seeing Michael Parsons for the first time in real life, it was different, bro. Like you are way too big to be moving this fast. It can
That
bend that
fast.
well. Like
Yeah.
it just the athlete, the evolution of the athlete is just it's becoming something different, man.
Yeah.
I'm cool, y'all.
And
Those
also,
guys, it's special
hey,
watching, playing against Derek Thomas. But the guy that I had the most respect for, I only played against him for 2 years because I was only in Baltimore 2 years. I've never seen a guy his size that quick. Javon
Who's that?
Curse.
The freak.
Man, freak.
The
The
freak.
first time I played him,
yeah.
man, hey, I turned around and said, hey, y'all better throw it. He was gone.
Look out, block.
Dude, he took a step down this because I had to step. So I stepped with him. Man, by the time I put my foot down, he was on my shoulder.
That's a
Well,
bad feeling.
he get to your shoulder and you ain't extended.
A
Hey,
wrap.
you might as well kiss the baby.
That's a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling.
Wow, hey, Unc, you saw the picture? I just saw Javon Curse in the airport leaving Philly day before yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, man. Fool,
Before he hurt that ankle, Ocho,
Uh-huh.
dude was. I'm talking about. You talking about somebody like he was like 6'4", 250. I'm
Rip
talking
off.
I'm talking about 5X gloves. I mean, his hands were like a catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Did Curse get in did he get into the hall?
Nah. He was. I mean, Tennessee.
Close.
He was at Tennessee. His best years was at Tennessee.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
goes to Philly, and
Philly.
then he messed up his ankle. And
Okay.
it messed up his years. But
Yeah.
hey, back in the day, dealing with DT, Bruce Smith was fast too. Bruce could bend. For a guy his size, normally guys 270, they can't bend like that. Bruce be parallel to the ground. That move that you see Derek, that you see Von Miller do, where he dip under and come down on one hand and get back up.
Yep.
Bruce could do that at 270.
That's
So, hey, that's why you guys make the big bucks. That's
Man,
why you
not
guys are the
enough.
highest paid on the offensive line,
We
because
need
you
some
guys
more.
got the toughest assignment, because you're dealing with, like I said, basically it's like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. He's coming forward, but you got to mirror what he does moving backwards.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you got a target that's sitting right there. And basically everybody in the shotgun now, so you can only set so far
Yeah.
Facts.
before he sit your ass in the quarterback's lap, or he'll reach over the top of you and grab.
Man, listen. Yo, we need some more money, man. Hold on, we need some more of that money. We need it.
All right, check this out. Saquon Barkley is coming off his best year of his career, which ending in him becoming a Super Bowl champion with the Eagles. And now he's gracing the cover of Madden 26. Saquon was asked if he would retire at the top of his game or go until the wheels came off. I'll probably be one of those guys that will be out of nowhere. I'll probably just wake up one day, whether it's the next year or 2 or 4, and just be like, yeah, it's over. I don't think I'll ever lose that passion. The competitive nature is always going to be there. Probably my favorite player of all time is Barry Sanders. So probably similar to that. Maybe one day, out of nowhere, I'll probably just be balling and just be like, yeah, it's a quit. T, damn, we just talked about that because your situation, you just like out of nowhere, like, yeah.
Not as sudden. Really, the ones in the inner circle, they knew the situation, and I was trying to push through. I was looking for options to continue, but it's over for sure. Like I knew it. Not as sudden as like Barry Sanders or Calvin Johnson. Saquon is incredible, Hall of Fame talent for sure. It'll be he can't walk away all of a sudden. We need to see some more of that, man. That's a special talent.
Well, the difference is between them situation and Calvin and Barry, they got tired of losing.
Yeah, right, for sure.
He's in a situation where you just went to the Super Bowl. Now, if you start to lose, but Barry got to the NFC Championship game in '91 and never got that close again. So Barry got tired of losing. Barry wasn't injured. I mean, you talk about the guy had averaged 1,500 yards for 10 seasons.
No, for sure. The GOAT.
Calvin's the same thing. Calvin's like, bro, man, we ain't getting no closer.
Yeah,
and I'm going out here and I'm doing all this to my body.
Right.
What am I really doing this for when I don't really have a realistic chance of getting to and winning a Super Bowl? So I think that's the difference. Saquon is in a different situation. Now, if he was at the Giants, he probably just goes like, one day I'm out of here. But in the situation where he is with that offensive line, with that offense, with that defense, nah. I don't think he just walks away.
And the money different too.
Yeah, I mean the money different. Obviously different, and obviously he just got paid. They gave him a nice
$20 million a year, Ocho.
Nice pay raise.
Yes, sir.
Saquon for a running back for that position, obviously with a position not as being as valued as it is now, but being somewhere now where they appreciate you for what you're doing and they showed you love. I don't see Saquon retiring until he has that coming to grass moment. You know what? I can't do it like I used to.
That's a fact.
I don't have that
I
exposure.
see it the same way.
I think that'll be the only time he actually calls it quits, when he realized you know what? I can't bend that corner like I used to. I can't hit that A or that B or C gap like I want. That'll be it. And that ain't like, how old is Saquon, huh?
Probably 26, 27.
Oh, but he got
28. Just turned
28.
But here's the thing though, Ocho.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson's still there. Mylotta's still there.
Yeah.
Jurgensen still there.
Nice.
Landon Dickerson still there. So it's not like you see some of these guys, the offensive line get old and they start to moving them out. That's the best offensive line in football. They're not going. It's not like they're about to drop off a cliff in the next year or two. And they got them all in the contract. They just did Lane's contract. They just did Mylotta's contract.
Them boys
just did Dickerson contract. Jurgensen is a rookie. It was on a rookie contract. Nah, he ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
And you know it's funny when you think about it. As good as Saquon is, and as good as that offensive line is, even if Saquon was to lose a step, let's say in maybe in 3 years, if that, with an offensive line like that, he will still be able to do what he needs to do because they're that much better up front.
So he won't be able to go 80 yards without anybody touching him. So now he might have to break a tackle 2 yards from the line of scrimmage as opposed to running through those holes that my old slow ass could probably get 5 yards. I ain't going to hit my head on the goalpost like him, but I might get 5 yards, T.
I give you about 3 or 4 yards, huh? Fall forward. I give you about 3, 4.
Them legs hurt. I can imagine now. I hadn't gotten hit on him, man, in 2 decades.
Yeah,
I shouted like ice. You know how you drop ice out the cup and it hit the kitchen floor?
You got to remember, they not hitting like we was back then. Now it's different.
No.
It's
I don't forgot how to fall. I don't forgot how to take a hit. You see, you start losing. Hey, you know how it is, T. When you leave the season and you come back and you had to go to training camp, you got to relearn those stuff. Those senses don't tingle like they did. Like once you get going, like training camp, and now you go to the season, they don't tingle them. And now 20 years, man, I be getting. I running the shallow cross this zone.
You running through the zone?
Hey, they're gonna get fined. They're gonna get fined though. They might hit you,
but I
they're
won't
gonna have
be
to pay for
fined.
it.
They might get fined, but I won't be fined.
That's
That's
a
the
word.
problem.
That's a word for sure. Yo, Ocho, you switched it
Yo,
up on me, man. You usually have on the Cartier shades. I got 7 pair of Cartier shades over here. I was gonna be Ocho tonight, and you didn't
for real. Hey, you
switch it
know,
up on me.
Let me hold
Come
here.
on now.
let me see what you got. What you got? Let me
Whatever you
see.
need, you know what I mean? We in there. I'm Ocho right now.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
listen.
time.
Hey, I keep wearing the same ones over and over. I'm trying to say the rest of them, you know, for football season when I'm on TV. I got
I got you.
frames, right? I got a different color to match each suit.
All right, yeah, that's a
I got
different bracket.
I got a
I'm
different
out.
color that match each suit. Hey,
I'm out.
I gotta send you dude information, right? Off of Twitter. He from Canada. Bruh. He got everything.
I need it.
Unbelievable.
I need it.
Oh,
I need it.
unbelievable.
I'm gonna
I'm
still
gonna
put mine
send it to
back
you.
on. We gonna get it right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
switch up.
gonna put them things on.
We gonna switch them up.
Shadur says that when he's a vet, he'll have rookie organize his locker. Take a look at this video, guys.
I'm a vet. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a rookie organize my locker every day before he leaves. If Flacco told me to do this every day, I would do it. I go to him every day and I say, "Hey, bro, you good? You need anything? Right hand, because it's respect. You feel me? I feel that."
So when you came in as a rookie, what did the vets have you do, Terron?
The vets were pretty good to me, man. Jari Evans, Ben Grubb, Zach Strief. Those guys were pretty good to me. I just had to get them breakfast every Saturday, food for the plane, snacks, toiletries. I had to bring that type of stuff to the facility, deodorant, body wash, all that good stuff. So trying to find a ride to Walmart because Uber didn't exist in 2013. So trying to find a ride to Walmart, get the stuff for the guys and haul it in to the facility. But they were pretty smooth on me.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, they want breakfast sandwiches, they wanted donuts, they wanted chicken to come. They wanted Popeye to come to the plane. I'm like, come on, guys, y'all know, man. And back then, you know, we drove to the airport, but we had our own hangar, so you drive up, walk up and get on the plane. Man, you know, man, I was driving so fast, driving reckless, man, trying to get there. Bro, I'm on a rookie contract, man. I can't afford no $1,200, $1,500 fine, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them days. I remember them days. Our wide receiver group. I mean, obviously the vets. When I came in as a rookie in Cincinnati, man, it was love. You know, there was a certain amount of respect that I showed, and there was a certain amount of respect that they showed as well. But you remember Darnay Scott?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hey, Darnay Scott. Danny Farmer was there at the time. Ron Dugans.
P-Dub
was there. And it was all love. It was nothing to that magnitude like some of the stories that I hear.
Nah, we
think the receiver room have the hardest time with that. The receiver room is always that
because they be trying to buck. The receiver be trying to buck.
It's always a hard time with that. We had a situation in Miami last year, not a big situation, but Tyreek Hill had bought one of the rookies a Christmas gift, and the rookie didn't like it really. Like, no, I mean, it's cool, but you know, Tyreek, I expected you to give me something better, you know, something bigger. You make it 30 M's a year, you know what I'm saying? And Tyreek was really hurt by that. Like, he was really upset that the guy didn't.
What did he get him?
I'm trying to remember. It was like a Gucci cologne set or something like that, some type of designer cologne set. And this young boy, he 21 years old in Miami, man. He probably don't even have no cologne. He don't wear no cologne. He don't want that. He wanted Tyreek to buy him something with a little bit more splash to it.
Nah,
yeah, that was
and plus
receiver
you
room.
singing. You know, you got to sing at training camp, and not no damn fight song either.
Right.
Ain't nobody go to your school but you. So you got to sing something. Whoever the latest is now, like probably now to be Kendrick Lamar, Drake, or whomever the hot rapper is right now. Back then, you know, R&B was still big when I was coming up, and guys singing Teddy Pitt. The guys was singing Luther, was singing Barry White. Hey, they did the thing. Did y'all have a rookie show, T?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel, he was big on that, and Sean Payton was too back in New Orleans. We would do the song. Most of the guys would do R&B, old school R&B.
Yep.
I feel like and you guys probably have a different song, but I feel like that Undefeated song when the rookie starts singing it in that rookie show, the whole crowd gonna join in. It's Fantasia. When I See You, it's over.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that,
Hey,
he start that. You get to the first 30. He get through the first 30 seconds. He
yeah,
won
it's
because
on.
everybody going. Yeah,
It's on. Hey, you know what? That song right there is like when the swag surfing song come on, it don't matter where you at or what you doing,
sure.
everybody joining in.
Yeah, you're gonna
All
grab
that.
somebody's shoulder. Yeah, you
Swag.
got to
Hey,
grab somebody.
everybody, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey. New Orleans, what is that? Here we come to get you. Here we come to get you. That was New Orleans, bad New Orleans.
Yeah.
Bad.
That Superdome used to rock, man. I miss them. I miss that place. I miss
Hey.
those fans. It was
Hey,
crazy.
matter of fact, I think you went to Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yes, sir.
And matter of fact, when I was at Langston, you know about Langston University, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was at Langston, we played Arkansas and Pine Bluff. They came on down. Was it Coyle or Stillwater? Whichever one it is.
Mhm.
I remember this back in 1997.
We played Langston my freshman year, and Langston beat us, bro.
For real?
It was bad. It was
I
bad.
know
It was
y'all
bad.
took the bus because we took the bus
Hey.
everywhere. It didn't matter if it was 3
Oh, for
hours
sure.
or if it was 12 hours. You on
Yeah.
that bus.
I was on
Yeah, I
that
know.
bus. We was on that bus, paired up.
Those were good days.
And well, see, and the way we did it is like the starting offense and the starting defense on one bus, and then the backups on another bus.
Hey,
I think we did
y'all ain't
offense
ride
and defense
together?
bus. We did offense
Huh?
bus and
No, hell
defense bus.
no. Starters on one bus and the backups on another bus. What the hell you mean? Y'all
Yeah,
ride together?
if you ride the bench, you ride this bus, huh?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Talk about segregation.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. How they supposed to get better, man? They can't sit and talk to none of y'all.
Cause we back there playing cards, spades. We playing cards. We
Well,
we
yeah.
own one at the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we wanted to go to the back of the bus, Ocho.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, all of us, it wasn't nothing special because all of us was black. We had our kicker was white, so
Yeah.
it wasn't no thing. And I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys. Did y'all
Same.
have a white kicker or punter?
Both white kicker and punter.
See?
That's it. Oh yeah, and a linebacker. We had a linebacker too. He was a bad man.
But that's what But you missed that. I missed taking those. Going to Tuskegee, going to where's Burlington, North Carolina. Just because you taking the bus. I mean, it ain't no plane. It doesn't matter if it was, like I said, if it was an hour to Georgia Southern in Statesboro, or you going to Tuskegee, or you going to North Carolina. It didn't matter. Spartanburg, South Carolina. It didn't matter. You on that bus.
Yeah, we take that 10-hour bus ride to Houston for Prairie View, Texas Southern. We take the 10-hour bus ride to Alabama A&M, Alabama State. My first flight in my life was we got paid to come play UTEP. So we flew down to UTEP. They paid us to beat on us.
Yeah. Well, that was my first time. I'm trying to think. First time on a flight. I think I went to Black College All-American. I think I went to Pittsburgh. I think. Maybe I flew to see my brother play.
Oh yeah.
But you wouldn't take it. You would, but you missed that because guess what? We could stop by a convenience store. They was like, man, the guy was like, because I was the captain team. So the man like, man, Sharpe, man, I'm hungry, man. Have Coach Davis to stop by the convenience store. I'm like, Coach, man, I'm hungry. Coach, can we stop by a convenience store? Coach Davis looked at me and said, all right, home, we're gonna stop, but you responsible for him.
Oh,
He
man.
already know what they were gonna do.
Yeah.
They were gonna clean the store out.
Oh, y'all had that NIL money back then,
No, we had no NIL money. That's why he told me I was responsible for them to make sure they issue their pockets. No, they ain't put NIL money. That's why he told me I'm responsible for them.
Yeah,
and I'm standing to the door. Hey, take it out.
Man, you was the feds, man.
Man, Ocho, how that's gonna look?
He ain't stop everybody, Ocho.
I did.
You ain't see everything.
But let me tell you what I wouldn't do. Because I was one of the few guys that had a vehicle. And people like, man, to this day, they're like, man, Sharpe wouldn't give nobody a ride. Bro, I know who had stuff would follow him out the store. I know who a bag of potato chips, soda, honey buns,
All right.
Ish would follow you, walk out the store behind you. So
Right.
no, you're not getting in my car because everybody knew who I was and what I drove. Man,
Right.
I just know they got in the car with Shannon. It was Shannon Sharpe. They ain't gonna say nothing else. It was Shannon Sharpe. Oh no.
Even if he had a little honey bun, he gonna slide you a little Swiss
Y'all-
roll or something.
He
Zebra
might have
cake.
$3, but he gonna come out of there with $5 worth of stuff. So no, no.
He got something for you.
No, they didn't. No, oh no. In the mall, never go into the mall with him. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
T, what do you think about the locker room this season with Tua going through his third and fourth major concussions? Look, you can do all you can to try to protect the guy. But at some point in time, he's got to protect himself. He has to know when the journey is over. You can't, at no situation, should he be allowed, I don't know what he was thinking, that you're gonna go head first on somebody, knowing your history?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he definitely he has to be aware. There's no question about it. And he is aware, but even more, and now it has to be proven on a weekly basis that he understands his importance and impact to the team, to the franchise, to the city. Without Tua under center, it's a different team. It's a different look.
Yes.
But with him under center, I strongly believe Miami Dolphins can win any game that he's a starting quarterback. So no, you're absolutely
Except when
right.
he gets 30 degrees.
Oh, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
No, but go ahead. But with Tua, go ahead with Tua.
Yeah. No, he has to know that. He has to know how much of a value piece he is and whatever it needs to do. But just knowing the guy, knowing how much he loved the game and the way that he prepares, man, it's that competitiveness. Against Buffalo this year, we're stagnant offensively. We get a drive going and he's trying to extend on the third down and try to get another first down. It's just he can't be the one to do it. You know what I mean? But it's just him being a competitor, trying to will the team.
Yeah, I think I talked. Unc and I talked about this last year sometime when he went out. I just think he has to learn to fall a little better, understanding when to. Especially, I remember that first down where he went head first. He got up.
Yeah,
but it was like one of the moments where you'd be like,
Yeah, for sure. Hold your breath moment.
you got to know when the journey's over.
Yeah, knowing when the journey's over, and then when he gets hit, knowing how to fall correctly. You know, especially when you go back and you don't try to do your best. I know it's hard, but it's something that I trained myself to do is when you get tackled, you're going backwards, try not to let your head hit the back of the ground as hard as it does. I mean, the best you can, what I used to do is if I get hit hard and I know it's backwards or I'm going backwards, I would tighten up my core and try to keep my head upright the best I can. Best I can, just so I don't get that boom, that initial shock, which causes the
That's the one though, the one that you falling back, hit the head. That's the one that's the one.
Like if I'm getting hit, I do my best, like I'm holding the ball, but I do my best as if I'm bear hugging dude, you know, in a sense.
Right.
Obviously not literally bear hugging, I'm just saying trying to keep my body and my upper body and torso as close to him as possible, even on impact, just so most of the force isn't the back of the head bouncing off.
Yeah.
Ocho, how you feel about them guys on the sideline if they jump out of bounds or are you trying to fall for a few more yards? What you think about that?
It all depends. In his situation, he can't do it. Not even on four, because he's too valuable. He gets a first down and he gets dinged. What have you done? Okay, you got the first down. Now your backup has to come in and finish out the ball game.
Yeah.
I give you a prime example. Peyton Manning. Once Peyton Manning hurt that neck, they never let him do quarterback sneak again.
Right. Yeah.
If you notice, they don't let Patrick Mahomes, since he hurt his knee, they don't let Patrick Mahomes go straight into the line of scrimmage. You see, you have to protect the guy.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
With Tua, he's gonna have. They're not gonna let him do it. Obviously, you wouldn't do no tush push with Tua. But second of all, bro, you got to slide. It's okay. It's okay to slide. Dude, I'm not looking at no quarterback. Oh, he tough. For what? You're not used to taking those licks like that. And they're looking to punish you because you don't have the protection of the pocket. Because once you leave that pocket, you're a runner. So I'm gonna hit you like Derrick Henry.
Free game. Free game.
I mean, you go from you have Drew Brees for a number of years, and then you go from Tua. What was it like? What was Brees like?
Brees was a killer, man. He was an assassin. He prepared like a federal agent. He was he prepared, man, like he's trying to build a case on every team that we played, man. You hear the cliche, first one in, last one to leave, but that was genuinely him. That was truly him. I would see him on those off days, man. He's preparing like none other, and you've seen it every week. And it was no matter the outcome of the game, too. This was the special part about him. No matter how he played individually or if it was a win or loss, he put the same amount of time in. He gave every team the same amount of attention and respect. Playing the Falcons twice a year, that second game, even though we just beat them by 15 2 weeks ago, he's going to put those same amount of hours in, and that's why he was the greatest.
Hey, T, did you understand the animosity and the hatred that the Saints fans had for the Falcon fan? Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't know that was such a thing, but I quickly adopted it. Quickly. Like,
listen,
I hate them folks still.
I think I found, for real, listen, I think I found out maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and here I go trying to have a kumbaya moment, trying to get fans
Ain't happening.
That's not happening.
themselves, become one at the game, And it's like, man, F no. Like, F it. No, I'm talking about like for real. I'm thinking they playing around on Twitter. Man, then people say, like, I really hate them people. Really.
They do not mess with the Saints. Saints fans do not mess with Falcon fans, and Falcon fans, you best believe they don't F with no Saints fans.
Yeah, I hate them too.
That rivalry was that serious. I had no idea.
I didn't either, Ocho, but I like I said, I quickly adopted it. I still hate them to this day. Like, I'm not rocking with the Falcons ever.
Laces on Leather ranked the NFL atmosphere from best to worst. Mm-hmm. What do you think the best atmosphere, NFL atmospheres? What do you think the best one is?
Honestly, hey, Unc, it got to be between Kansas City and Seattle.
Kansas City.
Got to be
Kansas City's number one. Kansas. Okay, I go through the top 10. The Chiefs are 1, Packers are 2, Seahawks are 3, Vikings are 4, Ravens are 5, Bills are 6, Lions are 7, Saints are 8, Patriots are 9, Cowboys are 10. I don't know how Cowboys made it. Because they ain't got no home field advantage. Like they lose all the time.
Yeah, no, for sure. The stadium nice, though. I think it's just ranking the stadium for the Cowboys. I don't think
it's got to be.
Talking about the environment. I'm shocked to see the Saints.
They lost like 6 games last year at home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Cowboys don't really have unless they're winning, their fans will show up. And there's so many people in that stadium, you will hear it. I'm shocked to hear that New Orleans was so low on that list. That Superdome is crazy.
But y'all been struggling. Y'all been on hard. Y'all been some lean years.
Oh, so this is last year's like best.
No,
atmosphere.
But I'm just saying. Look, I give y'all credit now. Y'all be making some noise because I remember Katrina when y'all played in San Antonio. I think they was in San Antonio when they came back and Gleason blocked that punt on that Monday night game against the Falcons.
Rebirth.
I mean, you could literally hear it through the television.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I don't know, and Sean Payton and all the people said they've never heard it that loud before or since that night.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a special moment. But during my tenure in New Orleans, it was us,
y'all
Seattle,
was good.
Kansas City, as far as like the loudest crowd noise. The Saints was always near the top.
And I'm not surprised that look at this. A lot of these Seahawks, Vikings, a dome. Lions, dome. Saints, dome. Cowboys, dome. It's something about when you can get an outdoor arena and you get that kind of like the Chiefs have, or like when I played the Broncos. Yeah, man, oh my, how that thing be rocking. That 76,000. I'm talking about they be going crazy. Chargers right down here at the bottom.
And
Chargers.
Listen, I've been in some great atmospheres. I played at every stadium that's on here, Unc, and I honestly, number 2 should be the Bengals. Honestly,
boy, stop.
Yeah, cut it out.
Listen, Unc,
cut it out, Ocho.
No, listen to me, T. Stay with me now.
All right.
Unc, you've never been in the jungle, boy. You've never been in the jungle on a primetime game in Cincinnati.
You see what you got to see what you had. You see how he prefaced it, T? A primetime game.
But
Second round of the playoffs.
It ain't got to be no primetime game. It can be any game. It can be a preseason game. It can be a note of where you scrimmaging against yourself under the lights.
Right.
It ain't gonna be ruckus. That ain't what y'all do.
That's what we do. That's what
No,
we
it's not.
The culture over there has changed tremendously. You hear me? I've
It
been
does
there.
not.
I was there. I was there when the lights was on.
I give you credit, Ocho. It is. It has, from my earlier years to now. I feel like now is a lot better atmosphere. They all white. It's rocking. That Joe Burrow, the icy white. It's not in the top 10. Not in the top 10 though.
Yeah, guess what? No, it's not. When they
all.
wear them icy whites, all you gonna do is see them skid marks because they gonna poop the bed. They already that's all they gonna do is poop the bed. Gee, there ain't nothing going on, ain't nothing popping off.
That's that Baltimore Raven coming out, Unc. I know what that is. I know what that is. That's that hatred y'all was asking me about from the Falcons and the Saints.
Well, no, the
Baltimore,
hatred for the Steelers.
Y'all was the Steelers. Yeah, y'all Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers.
Yeah.
No, we and us and in Denver, it was the Raiders, then the Chiefs.
The Chiefs,
Right.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Who was
But
that
the
for the
Raiders,
Bengals?
it was
Who was
the
it for the
Steelers.
I mean, during my time, it was the Ravens and Steelers.
Mm.
It was bad.
Y'all beef with Cleveland because y'all try to see who owned Ohio.
Listen,
They don't have to worry about y'all.
During my time, when we used to beat up on the Ravens and the Steelers. Yeah, that's it.
Well, maybe you did. I was long gone by the
Ocho
time y'all
trying to go
y'all
get
beat
them
up.
shots on Ray, middle of the field.
Yeah,
I seen you. I seen you, Ocho.
You saw me
Put
fucking
that
him
shoulder
up.
on him. Yeah, I seen you put that shoulder on him.
Put that thing on him, boy.
Yeah, he put you
I
down,
don't know.
but you
The
got up.
Falcons way
Boy,
down there.
I trip.
Cardinals, the Bears, the Chargers. So what you thinking, Ocho? What they get right? What they get wrong?
Who? I mean, no, this is about right though. I'm not sure who made this list, but it's about right. You know, the funny thing about it is the fact that some of the dome teams are a little low. That's a testament to the fans in Seattle, in Green Bay, in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And funny thing, the first thing I said as soon as you mentioned we were doing a ranking of best stadiums, I said Kansas City and Seattle right away.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn loud, T.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know if it's the way the stadium is built. I don't know what it is. It's like, dog, you be on the field and can't hear nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Seattle game, we played them my rookie year in the playoffs. And
that when Beast Mode, the Beast Quake happened.
No, that wasn't that, man.
Oh,
no.
okay, my bad.
No, I wasn't a part of that. I would have tripped him. But no, it's second round of the playoffs. And Sean Payton, so we went up there, we kind of like battling for the number 1 seed, middle of the season. We played on Monday night. It's 28-0 immediately. First quarter, they smacked us. So when we go back in the playoffs, Sean Payton had us all these custom earpieces made. Dead silence. So all week we wore these earpieces and we non-verbally communicated. Every play, every snap count. And we got up there and we did it. It worked like a charm as far as that. We still lost, of course. They went on to win the Super Bowl. But it was that, Ocho, to your point, it was so loud it like hurt. So we had these custom earpieces that like astronauts wear.
With Kansas City. We did that with Kansas City. But the old King Dome, before they built this stadium, they used to have a dome in Seattle called the King Dome.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Now it only holds about 60,000, Ocho. But boy, you talk about loud.
They be in there rocking, huh?
What? And
That's because it's always
Astrodome.
raining in Seattle. It's always raining in Seattle. Those people walking around sad all week, and they go in the stadium and scream. That's all it is. It's all the rain.
The Astrodome was like that. The House of Pain. They used to call it the House of Pain. They had Warren Moon. They ran the run and shoot, and they defense, man, boy. But the Bills is like the Bills Stadium. That's loud.
They got a nice.
I don't know what they call
atmosphere.
it now. I don't know what they call it, Inmark or whatever they call it, High Mark or something. But it used to be called Rich Stadium. Ocho.
Yeah.
Them jokers be talking about let's go Buffalo.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's it. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's dope. That was one of my favorite places to play throughout my career. That energy.
Them jokers start jumping around. T, you better tell him.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard. They got a nice atmosphere up there.
Hey, Buffalo got some crazy fans.
They suck, though. They
tailgate. They go jumping. They wrestling, jumping on burning tables.
Yeah, no, they guys real football up there, real
Hey, you
football
know what?
atmosphere.
And you know what's funny too, T? When you think about it, Unc, listen, Buffalo fans deserve their flowers. Anytime it comes to donating, when other
Oh, they
players
they they, they
call
top.
or they have
Right.
something, boy, Buffalo fans come through like no other.
No, that's a
Yes.
fact. That's
No
a fact.
other, man.
That's a
That's
fact.
they always
Yes.
show love, man.
They used to tragedy. They always lose. So they know how to handle losing well. You know what I mean? Like they know how to get close, get to the door and get closed shut on them. So they used to lose and they know how to handle it well.
We good? Oh. So you good. Chiefs 1, Packers, Seahawks, Vikings, Ravens, Bills, Lions, Saints, Patriots, Cowboys.
Saints too low.
Saints too low?
Saints too
So
low.
you think Saints should be in the top 5?
Real Saints atmosphere, top 3 environment.
Oh, whoa, wait, hold on. If the Saints top 3 environment, then Cincinnati was damn sure got to be in top.
It ain't even the same
no.
argument, Ocho. It ain't
Thank
even
you.
in the same. Yeah.
No. Now the
Different
Vikings, I
decibels.
hadn't played in this new stadium, but the old Metrodome, you played in the old Metrodome, right, T?
Crazy. Crazy.
Ooh, ooh.
I
Yeah,
hate them
horn.
too. Can't
That
stand them.
Home was aggravating.
Man, I played up there, man, when they had Johnny Randall, they had Chris Doman, rest his soul, they had Keith Millard, they had Al Noga, and they had Henry Thomas, Hank. Boy, they had a defense out of this world.
Yeah.
Boy. And Floyd, the defense coordinator, I think it was Floyd Peters. Floyd Reese? What was Floyd's last name? I think it was Reese. Boy, you talk about come? Man, don't let them sack. Don't you let them sack that quarterback, T. Man,
They was doing that
blowing
skull.
Ooh. I said, come on, man.
Yeah, no, for real.
All right, joining us right now, he just logged on. Fun fact, T, one of your first athlete, the original music, Madden fan. Guys, we've been trying to get him on for a minute. We linked up a couple of weeks ago. He said, man, let me come on Nightcap. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite rapper, Simba.
What's up, Unc? What's up, O?
Yeah, what they do, bro?
Man, we living life. We blessed. We alive, man. I'm loving it, man. Happy to be here with y'all. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the show. Shout out to my guy up there, man. Big dog. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but I'm a Dolphins supporter.
It's all good.
I'm a Dolphins supporter.
It's
I got
all
fam
good.
out in Miami, but shout out to you, man. Shout out to the whole crew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, bro. You dope, man. Super dope.
You're from the Bay, living in LA now. So were you a Raiders fan? You a 49ers fan?
I'm a Raider. You see the Niners to us, they like the prima donnas of the Bay. You know, they like the pretty girl at school everybody want. The Raiders, we got in that grit. And growing up, my mom was in real estate, so one of her first real estate deals was Lance Johnstone when he came to the Raiders. So
okay, yeah. 51. I remember him.
Yeah, he used to give us tickets to the game, and my mom would always take me to the game. And then one of my close friends, Tywan Jones, he was drafted to the Raiders from our high school, Deer Valley. So I always been a big Raider fan. Marshawn Lynch, Charles Woodson, always been a big Raider fan, man.
All right, we're going to get you out of here. CJ Gardner-Johnson goes off on DC Vic Fangio on IG. I was a test dummy for them. So now they can be like, my scheme worked, or did my skill set make it work? I had 0 issues. People had issues with me. So yeah, let the salary cap be the excuse. Vic Fangio, he said that CJ Gardner-Johnson trade was a salary cap issue, a salary cap thing, and I'm fine with it. Just don't let the young guys know like y'all did me.
Damn.
Hey, what? Hold on now.
Basically, he said the situation was Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. He said they traded him because it was a salary cap issue. Now, they didn't save a whole lot of money, maybe a couple of $100,000, but moving forward, because you got who you got coming up, Ocho? You got that big dog up front.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter.
It's gonna take some bread.
Big bread.
And then you're gonna have brother Mitchell. He gonna be coming up.
Hey,
you're gonna have Cooper DeJean. He gonna be coming up.
Right. So they clean the house.
But it happens, bro. You got a ring. You got an opportunity to come back. You got a ring.
Mhm.
And somebody wanted you. When somebody trades for you, T, let me know what you think about this, T. When somebody trades for you, they're telling you they want you. Okay, the other team didn't want me, but this new team traded for me. They gave up something to get me. So clearly they see the value in me, even if the whole team doesn't.
Yeah.
CJ, he real passionate, man. He's very vocal. That's his biggest attribute, his passion. The way that he play the game is like that's how he is off the field too, though. He's very vocal, very passionate. So if it's a way that he's feeling, you really can't convince him otherwise. So like even though that the Houston Texans they wanted him, they traded for him, they gave away compensation for him to be a part of their team. CJ still gonna let Philly know how he feel. That's just how he is. That's how he's wired.
Yeah, Unc, I talk to CJ all the time, man. CJ and I are really close. Like T said, he's very passionate about, especially about the game of football in general, the way it is, and some of the things that he knows is going on. I think he allows that passion and love for the game. He forgets that it's business at the end of the day.
Always has been, always will be.
And
That's a fact.
It's tough though. It's tough when you devote so much, like you said, T, think about it. You getting out there and you can't walk until Wednesday, and you out there hobbling and you doing everything you can to give them everything you can, and then they do something like this. So I trade you. Yeah, I definitely get it. So,
that's the question.
I'm trying.
That was something I wanted to ask all three of you guys. Like, what is it like, kind of being married to a situation? You may have bought a home in this city or whatever it may be. You raised a family here, and because it's time to blow it up and we want to get younger players in, what's that like, that transition, like having to know you got to leave?
You understand it. You understand it, Sam. Like I already knew at some point, I knew my time was coming. I didn't know when that day would be, but obviously I was able to squeeze out 10 years. Normally 10 years is your cutoff point, no matter how good you are. If you go down the list of some of the great receivers, there have been very few that stayed on one team for a very long time. The two that I could think of, maybe the longest might have been Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald. Jerry at some point left, but Larry Fitzgerald is one of the few I could think of that stayed at one organization for a very long time. I knew my time was coming. So while I was there, wherever I was at, whatever cards I was dealt, but I was going to play my hand. Sam, I had fun. So when that time did come, I was at peace with it, because I understood the business side of it, which is why I chose to have fun instead, because I understood the politics and business side that came with it.
Okay.
You know it's going to happen, but it doesn't make it any easier, right? Because of what you give to that organization. All those pain-killing injections that I took, all that those Toradol shots that I took just to be able to go play. And now I have one down year, and you're like, oh yeah, we good. 7 consecutive Pro Bowls, first team All-Pros, 1,000 yards, all that.
Man,
it's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey T, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. That is. I'm like, bro, damn. I thought I was going to be one of them John Elways. I was going to get me 12, 13, 14 with one team.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's real. Simple, for real. Just to add to what Ocho and Unc is saying, especially it's today's media and Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, them guys get the news before you do. You know what I mean? So that's the part that I've seen be really impactful negatively to some players. I had one of my teammates here in the Saints, he was a running back. And we chilling in training camp, playing a game, and he just scrolling on Twitter, bro. He just got released by the Saints. He had no idea, no idea, and it was real. He got released. They kept one of the rookie running backs that they had drafted. So on Twitter, he had no idea. You know what I mean? That's the part that hurt.
Wow.
And the fact of the matter is what Ocho and I, we go around sometime. I'm like, bro, when Adam Schefter and these guys be talking, where you think they getting that from? They getting that from the teams. They're getting that from the general manager. They're getting that from owners. They're getting that from player personnel director. They're getting that from NFL sources. Really? Yes, they do. I mean, Adam Schefter making, lots of money. These insiders, they make a lot of money. And they built up great relationships. Because, and this is why they say anonymous. This is why they say sources. Because the moment they give up one source, they're done. I hope you've made a lot of money. Because if you give up one source, nobody will ever go on record with you again. Nobody will ever tell you ish. That's why Adam Schefter got all those phones. That's why he taking calls. He's live on air taking calls.
That's crazy.
Them ain't no dummy calls.
That's
Trust me.
crazy. That's why I got so much love for the king. You know, we see eye to eye when it come to King James, Unc. That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
got so
for
much
sure.
love for the king, because these organizations got the ability to move you where they want you to be, but you never kind of got the opportunity to pick where you want to go.
Right.
Simba,
Yeah.
let me ask you one question. I'm gonna get out you guys' way. Going through your discography, man. What's it like to have a song with the legendary DMX?
Man, honestly, bro, I can't tell you, because the way that happened, I really wasn't involved on the process of that. That was Joyner Lucas's thing, and him and X had a relationship. And right before X
Got
had
you.
passed, I believe that might have been the last verse Joyner told me that he might have laid before he passed. But they had a great relationship, and they had laid a song. And one day Joyner hit me, and he was like, "Yo, I got this joint me and X did. I want you to get on it." And of course, I was honored to be a part of it.
No
It's
question.
X. I grew up trying to be like X, from rapping like him to trying to act like him and exit wounds, you know? So it was just a blessing to be a part of it, honestly, man.
Dope, man.
Yeah. Well, T, I know you got to get out of here, man. I appreciate that, man. We appreciate your time. Good looking
Appreciate
out.
you guys.
When you get some more time, hey, stop back by with us again, man. We love to have you.
Of course, man. Appreciate you guys. Love.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, baby.
What you got? Hey, tell us about the YouTube channel you're getting ready to launch.
Boom. Oh yeah. Just really, man, being a big fan of you guys' show and everything you guys doing. I'm looking to get into my own. I want to talk O-line. I want to talk O-line, D-line, get some details of the trenches. How Kobe and Peyton Manning had the detailed show, and they really broke down what they're seeing and how they analyze the game. I want to be one of those people and kind of really take over that avenue for O-line, D-line, to where it's easily digestible, so I can be an educator in that space, so you know what technique is used, you know who that sack is on, and how it happened. You know what I mean? That's just going to be a part of my YouTube show. So Terron Armstead show coming soon, man. I appreciate you guys.
You already got a partner?
We got some things in the work.
You got some things going.
Yeah, we got to talk offline. We got to talk offline.
You got to talk to Big Willie Anderson, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Big Willie. I mean, Big Willie would be real good in that space, especially from an informative standpoint, playing the O-line position, man.
He's gonna be there for sure.
You're gonna see him. Yeah.
All right. Well, T, we really appreciate that. His YouTube show launched on June 17th. He's going to break down. It's going to be the final points of O-line and D-line play, what actually happened, the set, quick set, jump set. He watched the stab. He dropped down. He played for the Bull. He bend, all that stuff. All the good stuff, that the intricate stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, you'll be able to get that on Terron's YouTube channel. So check it out. It's launching June 17th. T, appreciate your time, man. And when you get an opportunity, stop back by with us, bro.
Shout out to T.
ML Football released their top 10 receivers in the 2000s. Number 1, Randy Moss. Number 2, T.O. Number 3, Marvin Harrison. Number 4, Big Game, Torrey Holt. Number 5,
the greatest entertainer of all time,
Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Number 6, Hines Ward. Number 7, Steve Smith Sr. Number 8, Reggie Wayne. Number 9, Reverend Isaac Bruce. Number 10, Anquan Bolden. God, hold on. What year did hold on? Whoa. Where Larry Fitzgerald?
Hey, well, listen. Now that
Calvin Johnson.
Hold on. There was an argument about this earlier all day on Twitter, obviously on my timeline, because I said, hell, F that. Take me out and put Andre Johnson. Now, I think also I love Anquan and what he did for the game, but at some point Calvin Johnson has to be on there somewhere as well.
What about Larry Fitzgerald? He just got the third most catches in football.
I said Larry Fitzgerald has to be there as well. But then people said it's the 2000s. So the 2000s, I think Megatron only got maybe 3 years, because I think he came in I forgot what year he got drafted. I think he came in. He only had 3 years of.
How many years was Larry Fitzgerald behind Anquan? Because I think Fitz was like 1 year behind Anquan.
Yeah, it's some other shit. Derek Mason should be on there too now. I don't think people understand D Mason put in some work.
Man, what that man Julio Jones at, man?
We talk about 2000s though. Julio came.
Anquan was 2003 then.
What you saying? Julio won in the 2000s?
No, I think
Julio came in 2011.
2011.
Him and AJ Green. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I should have been higher though. I should have. Matter of fact,
Who are you replacing? You replacing Moss, T.O., Marvin, or Torrey Holt?
Like, just off entertainment alone, I'm number one.
Who you were taking out?
I'm gonna put. I just told you. So
You gonna put you at
what you
one?
gonna do? You know, when we talk about numerical order, right? Doesn't everything start with 0?
No, it starts with 1.
Okay, but before 1 is 0.
Who 0 is at the bottom? 0 you ain't 0.
All right,
You don't
I'm
want to
gonna
be 0.
So it's me, then T.O., then Moss, then whatever order you want to do.
You know 0 is a negative number,
Hey,
right?
listen, I was gonna have a quick comeback, but I missed it.
Yeah, I think you want to be. So if we we got to we gonna take out Moss, T.O.,
hell boy, we ain't taking off your boys. Nah. That's why. Hey, listen, that's why I specifically said entertainment and fun value only. I'm at the top. That's it.
But that was a good list. I'm very fortunate enough that I saw all these guys. I saw all these guys. Randy, T.O., Marvin, played against Randy. I never played against T.O. Played against Marvin, played against Holt, played against Ocho.
Hey.
Was Hines on that? When did Hines get? Hines was on that team in '98.
Hey.
I know he's on that team in 2001.
Tell Joe what I did to y'all when we played y'all,
That's what I was gonna ask.
Nothing, lost.
Hold on.
Who had the big game?
What I did to y'all when we played y'all,
I wasn't there.
You was there.
You talking about in Baltimore?
Yeah, when we
in
played
Baltimore?
y'all, what I did to you?
I think you better have like 3-4
Come on,
catches.
man. And how many TDs?
How many catches did Ocho have in 2001 against us? Because we beat the hell out.
Yeah. Pull them numbers up, Ash.
It wasn't no Hyundai. That's for sure.
2001, that was my rookie year.
That's okay. You was up there talking like you had 250.
Yeah, I mean, I bet how much I had. Ash, how much I had?
What do you have, Ash? 55, 60 yards?
Nah, I had about 230.
No. He didn't play in the Baltimore game against us?
I did.
Yeah. I think you might have caught a touchdown against us in 2002.
I sure did. That's what I was doing. I kept it.
That was at Denver then, but we beat hell out y'all.
Oh, you were gone?
Ocho, you had 7 targets, 3 catches for 28 yards against us.
It was bonus.
What I have, Ash?
Hey, that boy was skating out there, huh? What?
Against Baltimore? Ocho, you do realize, Ocho, y'all didn't even score.
You didn't? Hold on,
No.
I ain't scored?
It was 0. Y'all had 0.
What game was this?
Again, since you like zeros, y'all had that.
Hold on. What year this was?
2001.
I played?
Yep. 7 targets, 3 catches, 28 yards. What I have? I know I had me a tub, a sweet tub.
What happened to the other 5 catches? I ain't catch them?
Well, hey, something wrong with y'all.
Yeah, because
First of all, that was 4 targets. I mean, because I said you had 7 targets, you had 3 catches. So it wasn't 5. You and math didn't do too good. That was 4 you didn't catch.
No, I ain't dropped no balls. Now that's one thing I ain't do. I ain't dropped the money. I ain't dropped the money. My hands was like glue. You hear me?
And a tub.
Oh, I scored?
In 2001? Oh, that was 2000. Oh, I had 3 targets, 3 catches, 32 yards or so. You see the difference? 3 targets, 3 catches.
Well, you played. Hold on. You got to understand what defense I was going against. This was the Baltimore Ravens, now. Like I ain't really get y'all scared.
No. You didn't get the 2000 Ravens defense. You got the 01
It's
defense.
the same thing. Y'all wasn't missing too many pieces now. Y'all wasn't missing too many pieces.
Oh, what did he do the second time? Because that was the home game, I think, there. What did he do? Because I think he had a touchdown. He might have had a touchdown the second time we
What you
played.
mean? Every time I play y'all, I'm gonna score now. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, you didn't. You had 28 measly yards. You didn't even have your first down.
That's my rookie year. They were just introducing me to y'all. You know when you first meet somebody, Joe?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Introduce y'all. They didn't want to put me out.
Ocho, the first time y'all played, you had 1 target, no catches.
Damn, that's it. Oh, you know what? Because see, that's my rookie year. So they didn't really introduce me to y'all.
Oh, that was the second time. That was in Cincinnati.
What happened in that game? What happened? What I did?
Yeah. I had 12 targets, 8 catches, 84.
Okay, we talk about.
You had 1 target, no catches. He was out there bull jiving.
Hey, what year was that?
2001, the year you asked
That's my rookie year.
What they got to do with
what
us?
I did after that, though? What I did after that?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was in Denver. Now, you want to see what we did in Denver? We played y'all in 2002. What I did
in Denver. Yeah, I know.
I know you lost. Hey, I didn't know. I know that. I don't know what the numbers, but you lost.
Hey, what my numbers look like, Ash? What I did in Denver? Yeah.
I think you caught a touchdown against Denver.
Right.
I think you caught a touchdown
against That's what I do. I catch touchdowns.
But we beat y'all.
Okay, we talk about from an individual standpoint. I can't control the team.
No, regular season. We played in 2003?
Yeah, what I did then. Because, hey, by the time 2003 came, Joe, like, I had fully arrived. Like, I was like, I knocked it, though.
Okay, what was it? What did he do? Because that was I think that was Carson the year Carson was drafted.
2003.
Hey, what year did you change your name, though, to Ocho? What year?
I forgot. I think maybe 2007. I just wanted to.
If he'd have played the Baltimore Ravens in 2000, we'd have made him change it back.
Hey, Joe, listen, I changed my name simply for marketing and branding purposes only. That's all.
In 2003. Ocho, you had 10 targets, 6 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown.
That was me. That was me.
All right.
What happened? What was the score, Ash? 30-10 was the score, Joe. Boy, stop.
Hold on. So I was the only one that scored?
Yes. And it was late in the game when you scored.
It don't matter as long as I got in there. Sometimes you gotta, when you go on a date, sometimes you get the first base, sometimes you get the second.
Yeah, I know what it was because we beat the
That's all right.
Hey, Joe, I don't want to tell nobody, but we had to call the dogs off. He scored with a minute left in the ball game.
It?
They were still throwing.
Yeah,
yes.
we ain't had no choice but to throw.
I don't know what you had. You had a choice. You had 4 quarters, and you had time to do something before the end. We beat the brakes off you.
Joe, you still celebrated on that one?
Yeah. No. Listen, one thing I always did, Joe, is I never did a celebration if we were losing, only if we were to tie the game or we scored first or it was to go up. I didn't play like that.
Well, you ain't do no celebrating on the teams I was on.
That
Ocho.
Man, you lucky. Listen, you lucky we didn't cross paths like at the same time. Like you was on the back end and I was coming in. If I played during your era, like during, man, I would have sauced y'all ass up, boy.
Boy, Ocho, I was like, I'm good for having Tubbs against Cincinnati.
But you have to understand.
They were sweet,
We played what, 2000? Dropped 2. What we do in 2000? This before you got there, Ocho. This before you got there. We beat the brakes off
you have to
y'all,
understand how bad Cincinnati was back then. You got to understand that, Joe. That's not fair. So,
y'all defense still suspect. I mean, y'all got some great offensive players with Joe and Chase and Higgins, but that defense.
Damn. They only had 1 catch though? Damn.
Oh, my bad, Ocho. We beat y'all 37-0 in 2000. I scored twice. I already know that.
I don't like that.
As a matter of fact, I mossed Darrell Williams. Mossed
Hey,
him.
D Will. Hey, D
Mhm.
Will can hit, boy.
Not me. He tackled me in the end zone. He had to smell the deodorant, though. I'll make him smell the deodorant, Joe. They gonna smell the deodorant because the referee gonna do that. I had about 4 catches. About 50 yards, 2 tubs.
Damn, man.
Not in Cincinnati in 2000. No, you talking about that's the first
Joe,
game.
we
I caught a
was
touchdown
bad
the
in
first
the
game,
early
hit him with like a
2000s,
2-yarder.
Y'all was
Go
bad.
to the game in
bad, Joe.
Cincinnati.
We were bad.
The 37-0. That's when they knocked Achilles Smith. That's when Rob Burnett hit Achilles Smith and knocked him out of the game. Y'all about to had like 40 yards that game. The hell you say? I caught 2 touchdowns that game in 2000. I did play. Yeah, yes, it is in 2000. Yeah. Let me, Lord have mercy. See what I'm saying? Ash tried to shortchange me my numbers, Joe. She talking about I ain't play. That's one thing I'm gonna know. Ravens.
On October 22nd, 2000, your name is not in the box score.
Okay.
Well, listen. Get them right, man. Let them know, huh?
Yeah. Ash tried to shortchange me. We beat them 27-7.
Oh, I'm looking at Broncos. That's my bad.
No.
Wait, I'm looking at Broncos.
Shannon Sharpe, 7 for 66 and 2 touchdowns.
Against who?
The Ravens.
I was looking at the Broncos.
I ain't play y'all in 2000. That was when, as a matter of fact, that's when Corey Dillon broke the record against the Broncos. He ran for 275 because 276 because the record was Walter Payton 275, who broke OJ's record like 273.
Okay, I was looking at the Broncos. I'm sorry.
But don't worry about it, Ocho.
Hey,
What?
I was that boy, but hey, Joe, you missed it.
Saquon Barkley's iconic reverse hurdle is the cover of the Madden NFL 26.
I just left Saquon, That's why I'm in Philly.
This is the second. Hold on. This is the second straight year a running back has been on the cover, Christian McCaffrey being the athlete on Madden NFL 25. That sparked the debate of the infamous Madden curse once more. This is the first time a member of the Jacksonville Jag has been on the cover of a Madden, I'll bet, as a person being hurdled. Damn.
Hey, the person getting hurdled, hey, he got to be upset about that, boy. He got to be upset about.
Oh yeah, he immortalized.
He made the
It's
cut.
like that's like that Jordan push off, Ocho.
Russell.
Yeah.
That wasn't no push off. He just guided him a little bit out the way.
Well, he had that what he guided him. That's forever.
It is. I just left Saquon.
This play.
We were at Geno's Steakhouse tonight, and they turned it into Steakquan. Geno's Philly cheesesteak. It was really dope event. I was able to congratulate Saquon on being the cover athlete. And we talk about the Madden curse. Josh Allen was on the cover. Didn't get hurt.
When?
Not too long ago. Josh Allen.
A couple of years ago?
Yeah, he didn't get hurt. Patrick Mahomes was on the cover previously. He didn't get hurt. So I think Saquon is safe. There have been players that have had small injuries, nothing too where they missed a lot of time. So I think we got to do it with the whole Madden curse thing. And Saquon is one that takes care of his body, doesn't really get hurt much. He has in the past, but recently he hasn't been hurt. I think he's going to be all right. And I honestly think there's a good chance that they might repeat. But being that the Commanders have gotten better, being that Dallas has gotten better, obviously adding George Pickens, from an offensive standpoint, I'm not sure how they would look defensively. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that NFC West look like.
Man, Ocho, y'all was good. God, y'all was terrible. Ocho, y'all had 174 total yards that game.
But what year was that? Because
2000.
that's what they want throwing me the ball, huh?
You wasn't even there.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there yet.
You better be glad you
I
weren't
mean,
there.
if I was, the outcome would have been different. I can tell you that.
No, it
Hey,
wasn't.
Ocho, you used to be out there raising hell when that ball don't come your way.
I think I might have maybe 2 instances like that. One, it was a playoff game. We were playing the Steelers when Carson went down. I was very frustrated. So you have to get your production from somewhere. When a quarterback of that magnitude, the playbook changes significantly when the second quarterback comes in. So at that point, now I'm feeling put me in positions to make up for not having him in.
Right.
And we weren't able to do that because we were playing the Steelers, and the Steelers that year, that 05 year, that defense, Joe, oh my God. So I just I wanted them to stop allowing them to dictate what we want to do. Let's dictate
Right.
the show.
Y'all were gonna do nothing.
So outside of that, I was really frustrated, Joe. That was one time, and it was another time. Same game, Joe. I got mad in the same game where
Was that was the one you was acting a fool in the locker room?
That's what I just told Joe. Yeah, hey Joe, boy, I was hot.
See, now I could have said something. See, I knew about this, but I ain't put him out there, Joe. Because at that time I was on CBS, and the word that came back to me.
We got.
But I say, you know what?
But I'm not one of those. I don't have them problems. Unc. Like though the ball not coming, I be chilling, Joe. Just that game, the magnitude of the game, and you allowing them to dictate to us what we want to do.
You thought y'all was going to the Super Bowl, huh?
Yes. I promise you. Hey, Joe, all I needed was the ball, Joe. Just put him in the hand, Joe. And listen, I wasn't one of those guys that catching 120 and 130 passes a season. 90, you give me 3 or 4 balls a game, I'm good. Because 2 of them, I'm finna get jiggy. I don't need a whole bunch of catches. Man,
Right.
Shit. I would hurt.
Ocho, since we stand on the Bengals, your quarterback, Joe Burrow, who has 4,918 passing yards, led the league, 43 touchdowns, led the league, said the Bengals would have made the playoff last year if he had played better. If I had played even better, we wouldn't have been in the spot where we were in. I just got to focus on getting better myself, and I feel like everyone in this locker room feels the same way. If I go out there and play better than I did last year, then it doesn't matter what goes on anywhere else.
I like that.
Look, I'm glad he took that.
That's my quarterback.
Joe played
That's my
well.
quarterback.
It was just he had some costly turnovers at the most inopportune times. And you know when you playing catch up, Ocho, or you got the lead because that Baltimore game, the first time that y'all played there, Ocho, y'all had a lead, and he had a couple of costly turnovers.
Yeah, I love Joe.
I that you know what, as the leader, that's what you're supposed to do.
You got to say that. You got to say, and not very many will do that. Not very many will do that. You know what I don't like that Joe said? I don't like that he said he's tired of playing at the Ravens home field in primetime games. Because for me as a competitor, I love playing away. Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Matter of fact, hell, I like playing away just in general, especially primetime. You mean I get to be in a chaotic environment and the whole world is watching? I like that. But for some reason, so I don't like that he said that because it makes me feel as if he has an issue playing the Ravens in general.
He's like, hey, let us get one of them. Let us get one of them on prime times. I mean, say you don't mind having the Bengals in prime time. Let them come to us in prime time.
I wouldn't care. I like being prime time and playing in Baltimore. So I'm finna send you home with a loss, and everybody got to see it. I mean, I look at it differently.
Colorado Coach Prime said he was hurt by reports that said his son Shadur was unprepared during the pre-draft meetings with NFL teams, but he also isn't buying the validity of them either. It did hurt, but the Bible says God uses the foolish things to confound the wise. There are some foolish stuff that went on, but that gave them something that they needed. Like that edge that Tom Brady had. It gave them that edge that you had. It gave them the edge that you have. Folks said we weren't going to be nothing, but we had to prove that. It gave them that edge that needed, both of them. When you sit up there and say something like he went into the meetings unprepared, like, dude, Shadur Sanders, who has had 6 different offensive coordinators, who has still functioned at a level every time we brought somebody in new, and you're going to tell me he was unprepared? You're going to tell me he had on headphones? Anybody that knows my son understand he's professional. He's going to go into the meeting with the headphones on, y'all. Come on now.
Listen, I knew it was bull jive. I knew they were shucking and jiving when they said it, when the report came out. Because when you go into a meeting like that with execs, with the higher level folks at an organization, you go in there a certain way. You ain't gonna have your earphones on.
Yeah.
You're gonna be prepared. You know, your coach and your father has already prepared you for that moment anyway. So what are we talking about?
You know what I bet they did, Ocho? He probably had the headphones around
Yeah.
his neck, and they
Had
told me
it on,
he had
yeah.
them on. I bet you that's what they
Absolutely.
did.
But you know they're gonna change it up when they come out. You know the story gonna come out, pretend like he had them on.
Just said, you know what, guys? On our draft board, we didn't have him rated that high. We moved on. But they try to diminish the man, to try to come up with every excuse, like he's unprofessional, like he had, you know, his braggadocious. What?
Man,
Who
look,
cares?
y'all know they probably critiqued him a lot harder than they did.
Of course
A
they
little different.
did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Hey, and from
All I know is somebody threw those 4,000 yards. All I knew is somebody had those 34, 35, 30, however many touchdowns he threw for. Somebody did that.
Yeah.
Somebody inherited a 1-11 or 1-10 team, and within 2 years, they had won 9 games and they were in a bowl game. All I know, he was the quarterback. I know Jackson State was better with him than they were before he got there. CU was better with him than they were before he got there. Now, if he doesn't fit your program, Ocho, if somebody doesn't fit your program or doesn't fit you, it's okay. You don't have to say anything negative about said person, relationship or anything. If they're not for you, okay.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to try to dog them out to try to prep yourself up. You ain't got to do that to that man.
Honestly, when it comes to the quarterback position, especially that team specifically, when it comes to picking quarterbacks, I mean, they've been missing for a very long time anyway.
They ain't picked nobody since
Yeah.
Eli.
So
So whoever said that, and the Browns, y'all ain't did much better. Let's be real, y'all really hadn't had a quarterback since Testaverde, since Kozar in the supplemental draft in '84.
Hey, look, I think this is gonna be good for him, though. Like I said, just the little stuff that I've seen, Unc and Ocho, it seemed like you know, he got his head down and he working, man. He got his
That's
head.
all you can do.
I know that's it. But I think that's a good thing for him. I'm pretty sure he hears the whispers, but he keep his head down and keep working, man. Good things gonna happen for him because the talent is there. It's oozing out of him. So man, just keep going, bro.
Anybody that's gone through adversity understands this. Ocho, I was 7th round draft pick. They said I was going to go somewhere between round 1 and 3. And I looked at all them guys that went before me and a lot of guys that I had played with in the bowl game. I went to the East West Shrine game. I was one of the few Division 2 guys that went to a bowl. I went to the Blue Gray game. Back then, they used to have a Blue Gray game, Ocho, that played on Christmas Day. I was the only Division 2 guy, if I'm not mistaken, black college guy in that one. It was in Montgomery, Alabama. Cold. Then I go to the East West Shrine game. I really wanted to play the East West Shrine game because my brother played in that game, and not a whole lot of brothers combination played in bowl game. And so, and to see them guys, I'm like, man, you went to this place, you went to that place, bro. You'd have been the second or third receiver at Savannah State. I'm being real. I was like, and I'm just remember thinking, like, I remember calling my brother, said, Spank, I'm better than all these dudes here. I said, I'm better than all them. I said, hell, if they want we play tight end, I can play tight end, and I'm better than all these dudes right here. Draft come along, I go see him, you know, you go combine, Ocho, you know, you run the line, and you know, you catching and all that stuff. Hey, we ain't got no technique, Ocho. I'm just out there, just raw talent. Knowing if somebody give me an opportunity, like somebody like, okay, teach me how to run routes, okay, this foot up, this foot back, okay, you know, 10 roll to 12, drop, you know, okay. I said, Spank, man, all them dudes I saw. Go back and look at the wide receivers in my draft. Look at the tight ends in my draft. And every time I played against them,
work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. They needed to know. Oh, y'all got a little extra dollars, but y'all ain't going to make money as long as me.
Right.
Because y'all about to be up out of here. So hopefully Shadur, like I said, there's immense pressure because of his last name is Dad. I came in 2 years after my brother. My brother was the first team when I got drafted, my brother was first team All-Pro that year.
Mm.
He led the league in catches and yards. No, catches and touchdowns. No, yards, he led the league in catches and yards. So, why he go to Savannah State? Man, why he ain't no high draft pick? Don't worry about that. You about to see. So, but I just don't y'all ain't got to lie on the man. If you don't want something, Ocho, let's just say, okay, you go to a restaurant. Okay. You ain't gotta, if you don't like what they have, you ain't gotta say the restaurant bad without trying it. Just say what they didn't have anything on the menu that I liked.
Right.
Cool. Man, it was dirty, the service was this, and man, the waitress, she gave me your attitude. I asked for some water, this, and she kissing her teeth. Come on, you ain't got to do all that. Man, they really have anything on the menu that I like. So, but hey, okay, cool. Move it along. But to try to do this to the man, come on now.
I know one thing. This was a blessing in disguise.
Hey, Joe, you and I both say it. It ain't how high you go, it's where you go.
What you do when you get.
And what you do when you get there.
Hello.
That's it. But look, his dad is preparing him for this. Guess what? He's been Deion Sanders' son as long as he hadn't been. He hadn't been anything but that.
About it,
so the criticism has always been there.
Which is why he's gonna be all right. He's been dealing with adversity and obstacles for a long time. Very long time. So this is nothing new.
I just hate Ocho when people do stuff like that, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't, like I said, if you don't think he fits your culture,
Say that.
Cool, I got no problem with that. I ain't saying draft anybody that you don't think can be beneficial, but you don't have to come up with these excuses. Just say, hey, we didn't have him rated that high. We thought he was a day 2 selection. Cool, ain't got no problem with that, Ocho.
Yeah.
Got no problem whatsoever. But it's the arrogance and the brashness and the jewelry. Guys have NIL deals. Guys making $3, $4, $5 million now. Ain't nobody broke like we was when we came out of school.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
But they gonna criticize and scrutinize to the highest, man.
Yeah, I mean, what are you making $4, $5 million in NIL money?
Got there.
So yeah, he gonna have a Cullinan. He gonna have a Lambo or whatever else he had out there. Hell, I went to school. My city had a pickup truck.
You had a pickup truck?
I had a pickup, a custom deluxe.
Hey, I had a Acura Integra, a little hatchback.
Yeah, see?
Hey, that thing get on the road and had no problem when I got on that freeway. It was stick shift.
Hey, hey, you like manual?
Man, listen. So going into my sophomore year, my auntie was like, "You can come get my car," because she worked at a car rental place, so she drove a different car every day. So I'm like, cool. I get over there to get the car. It's a stick shift. I'm like, man, I can't drive no stick.
You learned quick though, didn't you?
I called my uncle Tracy. He came over there and we drove around Twin Lakes. It's a neighborhood. We drove around the neighborhood for like 30 minutes, Unc and Ocho. Then I got on the freeway, shot out to Fayetteville, 2.5 hours. What? Didn't know nothing about no stick shift, boy. Hey, cause see, when you get on the highway, that you cool. It's when you get in that traffic. When I got off that freeway, and had to go
that city traffic when you got a down, you got a downshift.
It took me about a good 2 weeks before I could figure out how to get around up.
And then you got to understand what the clutch and the brake is.
Hey, listen.
Once you get the hang of it,
it's nothing. Once you get the hang of it, but boy, to start off, it's tough.
Yeah, that's the thing. You like
that thing cut off on you in traffic too. Ooh.
Hey Joe, they blowing. All right, damn.
Yeah, I had a whole lot of that. Hey,
See, I grew up on a farm, and so driving a tractor, but the gears are slower. So
Yeah.
you ain't nobody behind you in the damn field. So you go to that road. Hey, so I kind of knew. My brother had that M3. I never forget M1988. He got an M3. Was it 88, 87? It was 87 because we were still at the old house. Man, he dropped it off. He said, "Man, hey, I'm gonna let you drive it for a little while. You let me know when you want me to come back and get it." I ain't even tell him I ain't know how to drive no. Hey, I learned how to drive on the M3. Man, I got out there. Hey, my sister say, "Teach me." I said, I'm trying to learn myself. Man, hey, after about probably like you said, a couple of hours.
yeah,
Boy, I
gone.
was woo.
Hey, hey, that was me. Boy, listen, after you learn how to shift them gears, it's a wrap.
It's a
When you
wrap.
go to NASCAR, the way you be coming through that thing.
Oh man. And then I was in college. He dropped the Porsches off. He's like, "Hey man, hey, floss around.
Ooh.
You ain't gotta tell me that."
You ran.
Man, I'm driving convertible Porsches, 930s, 911 slant nose.
Cutting up.
Huh?